Welcome to Golden Eagles channel. And let me give you the breakdown of some of the matches in the World Cup. 48 teams have qualified for this global event in Mexico and USA. And South Africa has gotten the attention to themselves by playing Mexico in Mexico City. And that is on June 11. Mexico will be taking that kickoff with South Africa 8 p.m. in Mexico City. On June 12, we have Group A match between South Africa and Czech Republic. Kickoff 3 a.m. in Zapopan, Mexico. And Group B match, Canada, Bosnia. Kickoff 8 p.m. in Toronto, Canada. On Saturday, you have Group D match between USA, Paraguay in Los Angeles, and you have Group B match between Qatar and Switzerland in St. Claras, USA. In Group C match, you have Brazil versus Morocco, and that's a kickoff 11 p.m. in New Jersey. On Sunday, June 14th, you have Group C match, Haiti, Scotland. I believe Scotland should be able to take care of Haiti, and the kickoff is 2 a.m. in Foxborough, USA. Group D, you have Australia versus Turkey, and that is in Vancouver Stadium in Canada, 5 a.m. In Group E, you have Germany, Curacao, and that is 6 p.m. in Houston, USA. Group F match, Netherlands, which is Holland versus Japan. That's 9 p.m. in Arlington Stadium in USA. On Monday, June 15, you have Ivory Coast playing against Ecuador in 12 a.m. in Philadelphia, USA. Group F match, Sweden, Tunisia, and that is 3 a.m. in Guadalajara Stadium in Mexico. Spain is taking on Cape Verde in Atlanta, USA. Group F match, Belgium, Egypt, kickoff in Seattle, USA. Group H match, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. Kickoff 11 p.m. in Miami, USA. And on Tuesday, June 16, you have Iran playing against New Zealand, 2 a.m. in Los Angeles. France taking on Senegal, kickoff 8 p.m. in New Jersey. Iraq taking on Norway, and that's kickoff 11 p.m. in Foxborough, USA. On Wednesday, June 17th, you have Argentina playing their first game against Algeria, and that is Kansas City in 2 a.m. Group J match, Austria is taking on Jordan, and that is Santa Clara in U.S. Group K match, you have Portugal taking on their first match against Democratic Republic of Congo, and that's 6 p.m. in Houston, USA. And you also have Group L match, England playing their first game against Croatia. That's going to be a tough match, and that is when you'll be watching the two captain, Hurricane, and also the popular midfielder, the diminished midfielder from AC Milan will be playing against themselves. England playing their first game, and it's going to be a tough game against Croatia. On Thursday, June 18, we have Ghana playing Panama, and that is in Toronto, 12 a.m. in Canada. Group AK match, you have Uzbekistan playing Colombia, 3 a.m. in Mexico City, Mexico. Czech Republic playing South Africa again, second match for South Africa after playing their first match in Mexico City against Mexico. And this is in Atlanta, USA. They have to be traveling around between Canada, US, and Mexico. You have Switzerland playing against Bosnia, and that's kickoff 8 p.m. in Los Angeles. And Canada, Qatar will be taking on themselves 11 p.m. in Vancouver. On Friday, June 19th, you have Mexico, South Korea. That will be the last game in the group. And that will show if Mexico have qualified or not. South Korea is going to be a tough match for Mexico also. And that is Zapopan in Mexico, 2 a.m. USA taking on Australia, kickoff, that's 8 p.m. in Seattle, the hometown of Bill Gates, USA. And Group C, you have Scotland taking on Morocco, kickoff 11 p.m. in Foxborough, USA. On Saturday, June 20, you have Brazil taking on Haiti, Kickoff 1:30 a.m. in Philadelphia. You have Group D, Turkey, Paraguay. That's another tough match. Turkey and Paraguay. Kickoff 4 a.m. in Santa Clara Stadium in USA. And Netherlands, Sweden. Tough match, as you can see, in Houston, 6 p.m. USA. Germany, Ivory Coast. I can't really say what's going to happen in this game. Kickoff match, 9 p.m. Toronto, Canada. June 21st, you have Ecuador taking on Curacao. Kickoff Kansas City. Kickoff 1 a.m. and that's in USA. Tunisia, Japan. And that's kickoff 5 a.m. in Guadalupe Stadium in Mexico. Spain, Saudi Arabia. Kickoff 5 p.m. in Atlanta Stadium. Belgium, Iran. Kickoff 8 p.m. in Los Angeles. And that is in USA. Group H match, Uruguay, the first country that hosts the World Cup. They're playing against Cape Verde, and that's kickoff 11 p.m. in Miami. On Monday, June 22, you have New Zealand playing against Egypt, 2 a.m. in Vancouver Stadium in Canada. And in Argentina playing against Austria. That might likely be another tough game for Argentina. And that is 6 p.m. in Arlington Stadium in USA. And in Group I match, France taking on Iraq. And that's 10 p.m. in Philadelphia Stadium. Tuesday, June 23rd. The group matches are Group I, Norway taking on Senegal, 1 a.m., Toronto, Canada. Group J, you have Jordan, Algeria. And that's 4 a.m. in Santa Clara Stadium. Group K match, Portugal, Uzbekistan. And that's kickoff match, 6 p.m. in Houston, USA. Group L match, England taking on Ghana. And that is 9 p.m. Foxborough Stadium in USA. On June 24th on Wednesday, you have Panama, USA, 12 a.m. Foxborough Stadium. Colombia, Democratic Republic of Congo, Zapopan, Mexico Stadium. Switzerland, Canada, kickoff 8 p.m. in Vancouver, Canada. Group B match, Bosnia versus Qatar, 8 p.m. in Seattle. Group C match, Morocco, Haiti. There's so many matches on that day. Morocco, Haiti, kickoff 11 p.m. You also have Scotland taking on Brazil. Another big match here for Scotland, and that's 11 p.m. in Miami Stadium. On Thursday, June 25th, you have South Africa, South Korea, both South-South playing in Guadalupe Stadium in Mexico. You have Czech Republic playing on Mexico, and that is in Mexico City. You have Curacao playing Ivory Coast, and that is kickoff 9 p.m. in Philadelphia Stadium. And Ecuador playing against Germany, kickoff 9 p.m. in New Jersey. Friday, June 26th is another day of many matches. Tunisia and Netherlands, 12 a.m. Kansas City. Group F match, Japan is taking on Sweden. Another good match in Arlington Stadium in USA. Turkey, USA, kickoff in Los Angeles, 3 a.m. And you have Paraguay, Australia, kickoff 3 a.m. in Santa Clara Stadium. Norway versus France is going to be in Foxborough Stadium in USA, and that's 8 p.m. Senegal, Iraq, in another 8 p.m. in Toronto, Canada. While on Saturday, 27th, we have Cape Verde taking on Saudi Arabia, and that is 1 a.m. host Houston in USA. Uruguay, Spain, kickoff 1 a.m. at Zapopan Stadium in Mexico. New Zealand taking on Belgium, 4 a.m. in Vancouver Stadium. Egypt taking on Iran, kickoff 4 a.m. in Seattle Stadium. Panama taking on England. I believe before this Panama Stadium, England should have qualified by then, and that is 10 p.m. in New Jersey Stadium. Croatia now taking on Ghana, and that's 10 p.m. in Philadelphia Stadium. June 28th on Sunday, Colombia taking on Portugal, and that's 12:30 a.m. in Miami. You have Group K match, Congo Democratic versus Uzbekistan, 12:30 a.m. in Atlanta Stadium. Algeria taking on Austria, kickoff in 3 a.m. Stadium in Kansas City Stadium. And they also have Jordan, Argentina is taking on in Arlington Stadium 3 a.m. And round 22 began. Group A runners-up and Group B runners-up kickoff 8 p.m. in Los Angeles Stadium. I will stop from there, and I'll be bringing you the rest as it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And from the Golden Eagle Media Channel, we will be bringing back to you as it continues to unfold. Thank you.